I don't really have a lot of shit to do today, so I guess we're gonna premix the rx8. How to start a rotary 101. Clutch in, no gas, neutral. Let her idle. Warm up your temp all the way to operation temp so you don't mess up your engine. After you do all that, make sure you turn off traction control, especially if it rains, because you know, I don't have to say it. Now all you gotta do is make sure you drift a little bit. When you turn off your rotary, make sure you rev it to 2500 at 3000 RPM. Hold it, release, drop the key out. Then you can go ahead and pop the trunk, pop the hood, and you can do your whole inspection of the vehicle. Get out your gas cap. Alright, whenever you premix a rotary, you want to go ahead and use 6 to 8 plus ounces of premix depending on your application. But on mine, it's 6 ounces because this motor runs more efficiently, it doesn't need as much rotary premix in order to keep it safer. So 6 ounces is good. And I use Idemitsu premix with my Monster Tricks mixing bottle, and then I use this funnel for the gas, and then you fill it up with 89 or 93, whichever one you want. I run 89 because, well, it runs good on it, and, well, I'm not tuning it, I'm not pushing any crazy power right now, and it'll run perfectly fine and it won't hurt it. It's actually good for it, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so unless you do not want to overfill it, we're gonna go ahead and put some gas in it. Some people premix beforehand, some people premix afterwards. I kind of have a weird way of doing it sometimes. I actually like to do it halfway, or at least whatever I think is halfway. It's about a 16-gallon tank, so I'm going to stop at 8, and then I'm going to add my premix, and then I'll go ahead and start it again. We're starting off at 13, and we're going to go all the way to 7, so go ahead, start filling her up. If I overfill, it's okay. I just want to make sure I have the right amount. So you can over premix, that's fine. It's not going to hurt it. It's only going to do better for it, but it'll just smoke a little bit more. See, like over premixed up a little bit, about half an ounce, depending on how you hold it. But it'll be okay. And then I'll go ahead and put 8 more ounces in, or 8 more gallons in, and then it will premix all of it into the rest of the gas tank. So whenever I'm pulling it back out, I go ahead and put a towel in there, or a paper towel, pull it out, and then I'll just tilt it up, and then I'll cover the top end of this side with a paper towel and put it back in the cubby hole. So now I have it clean inside there, and then on the outside I have an extra towel just in case I need an extra at some point in time. Boom, it's in there. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and finish filling. So fill it till it stops. And then we'll go ahead and open up the hood. All right, I opened up the hood, and now this is finished. Boom, just one extra click. Wiggle it around, tilt up, boom, no drips. Then we take it out of our little holder right here. That way it doesn't hit the body of the car and start draining gasoline all over the car and premix oil. Go ahead and tuck that in there. That's good. And then take our oil and check the front. Your dipstick is all the way down there, so we got to go ahead and pull that out, clean it off, and then re-dip it. Alright guys, so the top fill line is right there. I'm sitting around right in between the two, so I'm okay for right now. I don't really have to add anything, so I'm not going to. Next fill up I'm going to have to, because it uses the oil out of the engine sump in the oil pan for the sump and puts it into the engine, and then I also premix, so it keeps the rotors nice and clean and protected, and the seals are nice and smooth against the walls. And yeah, so I'm going to be converting to LS coil packs here soon, so replacing those with coil packs from my LS engine. And then all it was like a $20 adapter wiring kit that I can make myself, but fuck it, I'll buy it on it if it's 20 bucks. All right, go ahead and check all your fluids. We got brake fluid and clutch fluid, the same one, okay? Then you got washer fluid, that's good. Well, actually I don't have any in it, but I don't care about washer fluid. And then I have my coolant. Make sure your coolant is, your level is above the engine, and it's right in the middle of this reservoir, which I actually have no idea where it's supposed to be at, but that's the fill line right there. I feel like, yep, it says full and low, so I'm sitting pretty. So anyways, that's all good. And then, yeah, everything's looking solid on this car. Start it up, make sure it sounds good, and you're good to go. Same process, foot and clutch. In this car specifically, I only get about, for one tank, 187 miles. So that's fantastic. Go ahead and hold down your button right here, and it will reset your miles. Here's how many miles I put on the car after the second fill up. Keep in mind, half that last fill up had a bad O2 sensor in it, so it was actually on a very rich tune. Regardless, when you put premix in the car, it will run a little bit less efficient, but it's gonna be safer. So that's why we premix. I'm a sucker for advertisement, but either way, Scotch makes pretty good stuff. I've used it before. We got something that's shaped as a triangle, so we needed it for the rotary, of course. Now I can play my Bluetooth on my radio without having to get another radio, because I like this one. All right, so I'm gonna go to 88.9. And then I'm gonna go ahead and press set, hold it down. Boom. No more country music, thank God.